Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor. I have been out driving around and I just got back. I have not eaten anything for lunch yet. I'm hungry, but I had so much information in this video I wanted to go ahead and get out to you. So let's get it going here. This is from Sergeant Obi-Wan. Major bank CEOs testify at Congress. Topics include blockchain and crypto. And then he has this article that he sent to me, and I watched part of this this congressional hearing yesterday. This is with the Financial Services Committee, which is the same committee that is going to decide on the Token Taxonomy Act, which is part of the reason that I've been extremely kind about some of the questions that were asked. They were supposed to be talking about the financial crisis, but some of the questions that were asked were just pitiful in terms of having nothing to do with the financial crisis. I thought I was real disappointed. But anyway, let's look what they said about blockchain. This is one of the Warren Davidson had addressed Jamie Dimon, chairman and CEO of one of the largest financial institutions in the U.S., J.P. Morgan, stressed that back in 2017, Dimon called cryptocurrencies not a real thing. While this year, JPM unveiled JPM Coin and stated that we are supportive of cryptocurrencies as long as they are properly controlled and regulated. In response, Dimon said that blockchain will work over time, adding, "The part that is not real is that cryptocurrency is not supported by anything. There is no value behind it other than what the next person will pay." Well, Mr. Dimon's wrong in that there is value behind it if it has a use case. If there's a use case, then there is value behind it. Anyway, it says Davidson also addressed the chairman and CEO of Bank of New York Mellon, Charles Scharf, noting that the company's website states lack of regulatory clarity as a barrier to providing custody for digital assets. He said, cryptocurrencies are very early in their existence. They are not significant today to speak of in terms of being used as a real currency to move value. And so we are actively thinking about what we want to do. One of the biggest issues that we have relates to any money laundering and KYC, know your customer rules. Well, as Brad Garlinghouse has said many times, all of the money laundering and the KYC checks are being done by two institutions. If XRP moves between them, those checks are all being done twice. So that's not a real argument. But I do want the Bank of Mellon and everybody else I want them to keep on thinking about what they want to do, because while they're doing that, Ripple makes more and more progress in actual use case, so that when these guys look up, Ripple's going to own the world. I'm happy to watch that happen. Okay, this was from crypto_hawk at hawk_crypto. Now, this is a string of things that they were trying to, I guess he or she was trying to get in touch with me. In one of my videos the other day, I said that what we ought to do as the XRP community is try to contact some of these Congress people, maybe through Warren Davidson that's sponsoring the Token Taxonomy Act. And while they're talking about this act and trying to decide whether to pass it, if we could get one or two of these Congress people to sign up for the XRP tip bot, so that we could actually show them how just one way that XRP is used, and they could actually test with it and test sending some to wallets and actually use it, that it might go a very long way, so that you would have someone on that committee who's actually using this and can show everyone how it works. It would at that point, XRP would go from the thoughts in these Congress people's mind, oh, well, money laundering and all that. And all of a sudden, it will what has registered with you and I for a long time will finally register with them. As I've said before, if Warren Buffett ever actually sent $1 million worth of Bitcoin or XRP or anything else and saw the movement and how it works and actually saw that the value was moved as cheap as it can be moved and as fast as it can be moved, he wouldn't be out there saying the things he's saying. But instead, he's choosing the old fuddy-duddy route, and he's not truly finding out about what he's talking about before he talks about it. So this is my call to arms to everybody out there. Let's figure out how to get an XRP wallet in the hands of some of these Congress people that are on the Financial Services Committee, and we can make something happen. All right. Next, from Crypto Man, at @crypto_man. I've been talking about him because these prints that he's been doing are so good. Well, look at this. This is awesome. History in the making. So in a week's time, my son's football team will be playing in a tournament in Barcelona. The community helped me get these strips made. I will tweet the names with a team photo. The large one is for Ripple HQ to frame. Brad Garlinghouse, Joel Katz, Michael Arrington. Look at that. How cool is that? I might just use this for my thumbnail today. I hope he's cool with that. But he keeps putting out all these really cool designs and things. And so I just want to help that along as much as I can be a part of helping it along, because this, my friends, is our community forcing adoption, or at least being a part of adoption and putting it out there in front of everyone. And I love what he's doing. Okay. C3 Nick at 20,000. Oh, if it could only drop to 6,000, I would buy so much. At 6,000, oh, if it could only drop to 3K, I would buy so much. At 3K, oh, if it could only drop to 1,500, I would buy so much. Some people just never buy. It's fine with me. Don't buy, because I will be buying. I actually bought the dip this morning when the market pulled back this morning. I bought a little bit this morning. Okay. Sergeant Obi-Wan sent me this. Bitcoin Futures Exchange backed hires PayPal Google vet as product chief. And what this is this article right here from CoinDesk. And I just want to read you a couple of things. Bitcoin Futures Exchange backed has hired a PayPal and Google veteran as its new chief product officer. I just do not understand for the life of me why a PayPal and Google veteran would accept a job in blockchain if it's just a fraud and is going and cryptocurrency is just so stupid and just for money laundering and all this. Why would a guy that's as high profile as that accept that job? The answer is he would not, because it's not a fraud and it's not just for money laundering. It's for changing the world, and he's here to be a part of the world changing because he's smart. And then further in this article, it says the firm, this is just reiterating that Bakkt is currently waiting on approval from the CFTC to list its Bitcoin futures contract. Bakkt's proposal would have it warehouse its own Bitcoin. In other words, they're still working on it, but it did say this about that new hire. As our CPO, Mike will lead our efforts to converge a trusted ecosystem for digital assets with payments use cases, two elements of Bakkt that help bring real-world applications to Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, she wrote. It's not just going to be Bitcoin, folks. They're going to add on plenty. Okay, from King Solomon, 10% of the world wealth on the blockchain by 2027. Guess which digital asset will bridge our tokenized world? He's linking to an article here, and the article, it says, and I'll just read you this part. This is according to networking giant Cisco. 10% of the world's wealth will likely be stored on blockchain technology by 2027. I think Cisco is way off. I think it's more like 40% by that date. I think 10% more like in the next 2 to 5 years, and then by 2027, no telling. All right, but the fact, just think about if it was just 10%, how your life and my life's going to change. Okay, next, University of Luxembourg plus Ripple, the Interledger Protocol. This is Ripple's blockchain research initiative. University of Luxembourg has joined up. There's remember, I keep saying something is happening with the IMF. Something is also happening with Luxembourg. Remember, Chris Larson met with the finance minister of Luxembourg the other day and had his picture taken with him. Now Luxembourg's signing up for this. Luxembourg, for those of you that don't know, is one of the financial centers of Europe from everything I've read. All right, moving along. At X Lighting the Way, the herd is coming. That's actually spelled H-E-R-D, I believe. But anyway, he's tweeting this, not to correct anyone, but he probably noticed it when he saw it too. Anthony Pompliano tweeted this out. Breaking: Harvard's endowment invested $5 to $10 million directly into Blockstack's token sale. This means that one of the leading university endowments is comfortable holding tokens directly, folks. The virus is spreading, and he's so right. And it's not just him talking. This is from Brian Melancholy XRP at Mike Honcho _11, who's been on fire sending me stuff lately. From CCN, Harvard bought cryptocurrency. That is a ridiculously big deal. You are darn right, folks. Harvard is buying crypto directly. This isn't just, one of the phases of acceptance has been, at first, oh, well, that's a fraud and all that. And then we find out that some of these big endowments are buying into like hedge funds that invest in companies that invest in blockchain or crypto. But now Harvard is investing directly into crypto. So guess what, folks? You and I were not so crazy after all. That's what that means. You and I have been right all along. And if anybody is going to tell you that you've been right, why not get it from Harvard? Thanks, Harvard, for telling me what I already knew. Okay, if it's good enough for the Winklevoss brothers, I guess it's good enough for Harvard, right? They went there. Okay, Coinbase tweeted this. The first 1,000 free Coinbase cards have now been claimed by UK customers. If you still want your card today, join the wait list and be among the first to receive their contactless Visa debit Coinbase card. Okay, you can go to this link from the tweet. It's coinbase.com/card, and you can get one. And these are their cards here. Okay, next from the Wolf of All Streets. Now this guy has quite the following, so I think that he knows what he's doing with the charting. Apparently he's a trader. And the good thing about this tweet is that he's obviously not a big fan of XRP. He says, I know it's Ripple, but price just tapped the EQ of daily demand, is still oversold and forming a mega bull div. Now, look at that, folks. Apparently, as I said before, and I've said a lot, I'm no chart guy, but I do follow smart people who are. And this guy says this is a mega bull trend. I'll take his word for it. We're due for a bull, folks. We're really due for a bull. Okay, Holo News. First wave of closed alpha testing is going well. Auto updating has been successfully tested, so Holo ports will be able to receive new software after they've been built. What they're doing, folks, is they're getting these Holo ports to the point where you can plug this thing in, and once it's plugged in, not only do you earn what will be Holo Fuel, which is their token, but it'll auto update the software, is the way I've understood this. And so they're accepting their pre-orders, and they're going to be shipping these things. I want to tell you all something that I told Extra Hardcore in a message earlier. What I do what I try to do the way I invest in digital assets or anything else, the way the money's made, the way the real money's made is to think down the road. So I invested in XRP in 2013, and now we're down the road, but we're still so early. But right now, I like scooping up these digital assets that I think that I believe in. And I like, for instance, Holo's a great idea. And I like buying the ones that I can buy hundreds of thousands of for not a whole lot. Holo is quite an opportunity. The symbol's hot. You can get it on Binance. I'm buying it as much as I can as we go along, I'm buying it because I plan on 5 years down the road owning quite a bit of it. Also, Cardano, same thing. Cardano has been down as low as 3 or 4 cents in this bear market, and I have been scooping up Cardano. Well, both Holo and Cardano are supported on the Ledger Nano S now, both of them. If you go to Emergio_IO, there's an article here, and it tells you how you can set the Ledger Nano S up. It uses the Yori wallet. I think that's how you say that. So anyway, you can go and do this. For those of you that do not have a Ledger Nano S yet, you can go in the description of all of my videos and get one. Also, my preferred places to buy digital assets, if you have not bought digital assets yet, you can go to Coinbase if you're a United States citizen, and you can sign up for an account there. There's a link for the description of that in every video I do. If you're in Canada or 100 other countries across Europe and around the world, my preferred exchange is CoinField. These guys are the real deal. CoinField, you can go in, I've got a link to them in the description of all my videos. That's a reputable company to start your digital asset investing today if you want to do so. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button and tell your friends and family that the digital asset investor is hungry and I'm going to eat lunch. Thank you for listening.